Hello Heather, you're asking about a camping box for Brook. Let me show you a couple options that I have. Option number one is this lovely little antique beach box. Nice and compact. Has a lovely little container inside it, complete with lovely foam pads. I'm not sure what you'd be able to put in there, probably a few pencils and maybe some tent pegs and a couple of things, and certainly a very small hammer. That's certainly one possibility. I have a second possibility I'd like to share with you. This one here. As you can see, this one is a U.S. military issue. This is a Boots, B-O-O-T-S box, and it has its model number, and it was created in 1951. So it's an antique. The one disadvantage is that it's very, very solid, made of steel. It'll last forever. Of course, that's the way the U.S. military used to make things. Let me show you the kinds of things that are inside this box. First of all, you have yourself a lovely pair of gloves, because you never know when you're going to need a pair of gloves when you're out camping. Of course, you should have a tape measure, because you always want to know how your campsite measures up with others. How about 10 meters of string, heavy cord for putting up a fly or putting down other things that you'd like to have. Tying things up, yeah, or whatever, tying Brook up. There you go. I should always have a small set of wire cutters and needle nose pliers. In addition to that, here's a very old hammer. This one actually is one of the few hammers that I have that actually belonged to my father, your grandfather. It would be a classic. In addition to that, I have inside here a small jar with some fire starters that I made myself out of McDonald's napkins and paraffin wax. There's some fireproof matches in another box. I've got different size screw nails in here as well, the different kinds that I like. 2 sizes of spikes and nails, and all held together nicely with inner tube pieces which hold things nicely together. In addition to that, well, just in case you want to do some filing while you're on the campsite, here's a file suitable for sharpening an axe. Here's another file for suitable for doing your fingernails or your toenails, complete with my own custom-made Daisy CO2 container handles so that you don't get blisters. In addition to that, I've got a few other containers. This one contains tent pegs. And just in case you don't have enough tent pegs, because you know you can never have too many tent pegs, metal or otherwise, there's a second one with tent pegs. And last but certainly not least, a container with a lovely knife, a Viking lumber pencil, from Viking Lumber in Regina. They've been out of business for about 40 years. So this one, of course, belonged to my father as well, your grandfather. And it says Canadian-made products by Domtar. In addition to that, some twist ties and a collection of a standard screwdriver, a Robertson number 2, which will fit the screws that I gave you here, a Phillips, these horrible Phillips cross screwdrivers. This is also pretty popular. I didn't give any screws for that. And of course an awl. In addition to that, you can add anything else you want. A small hatchet, a wedge, all kinds of other things. I'll leave the decision to you. Decision number 1, choice number 1, the beach box. Choice number 2, the U.S. Army box. Which one would you like, dear?